Yo. Bully and the Beast podcast.
This is us.
It's your girl, Lorel.
It's your boy, Wax with the toothache.
Wax also is on pills and all kind of shit. So this show, we're calling him Future.
Listen, just excuse me
Percocet.
if I say anything. If I say anything out of the ordinaries.
Well, ordinaries doesn't have S's at the end.
I think it's a slur because of the stuff that I'm on right now. But talk to me.
A slur, not like nigga.
Nah.
Okay. Well, now T Diddy finally figured something out for once.
Yeah, what she did this time.
She figured out how we can do voicemails again.
Oh, dope.
All right.
Why don't you tell me? I want to know. This is hot.
We got our first voicemail for the first time in months.
I hope she picked a good one. You know her. She's probably just picked anything because anything came in. But let's see if she got something good.
As long as it says T Diddy, I just want to tell you, then we're going to make it.
Let's see if she got her name in it. Watch.
Or if you sent us some weed and she stole it.
Yep, something like that.
Anything like
or
that.
Vibrators.
Get through. And vibrators.
Vibrators never get through.
So they never get through because in between Wax and T Diddy, I can't get a vibrator.
I got yours. No, I got yours.
I'm sure you do.
No, I got your weed, man. Let me finish.
Wax stole my vibrator. And
That's a lie. I got her herbs. Is that the crib? I've been still out here in Florida this whole time. So I definitely got you. I promise.
Okay. Well, anyway, so let's get into the voicemail. Oh, if you got a voicemail, so you need some advice or some shit like that, all you got to do is hit us up. And the number is.
We got a number or is it email? I thought the email was bullyingthebeast@gmail.com.
That's for the email. I just said we have a voicemail. What's the number?
For the voicemail, 347-679-6118.
Oh, shit.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's what it is. So
yo, it must be these fucking pills, yo.
Oh, shit. Okay, Future Wax. So, all right. So y'all need any advice or anything like that, y'all could just hit us up. So here we go.
Yeah.
I thought she figured this shit out and she lied.
Oh, take that.
This shit is crazy.
She probably just wanted to take a bite. Let me see.
Man, listen, man. I ain't tell that motherfucker hanging from me just now. He hung up on me. I told that motherfucking voicemail. Now I got another hold on. Let me pop that tequila bottle real quick. Okay. Pour me that shot real quick. Hold on, man. Okay.
What?
Nah, but y'all niggas bullshit. Oh, damn, I poured too much, man. Y'all niggas bullshit, man, like, for real. Like, hell, I don't got no waste of damn time. Like, tequila bottles are hard as hell to got them closed. But listen. Hold on.
What?
Tequila tastes good. Promise you do. Y'all bullshitting. I'm trying to goddamn make sure I call in as respectful viewer that I am. I love the motherfucking show. I don't think y'all love me back. Y'all just say too much, man. Listen, I really enjoy the fucking show, but I don't know what to call in no fucking more, man. I don't know what to call in more. Hold on. I think I just get the most of a little bit of tequila. I hate fucking great. But, okay. Yeah, I'm going to go. Ooh, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. What the heck is bothering me? I tell you what fucking bothering me. This fucking bullshit with this goddamn show, but I don't know when to fucking call in to the goddamn podcast no fucking more, man. I just, listen, stop. Whoever the fucking program director is, stop it. Stop it before I hurt you in your fucking dreams. You're doing some bullshit right now. I'll put voodoo on you, a whole hex. A whole fucking hex. I promise you, man. Stop it. Let's get the shit together. Let's program. Let's unify. So all my beautiful people, whether you're black, white, yellow, red, purple, green, I don't care what color your is, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Even if you're questionable. So all my beautiful people, let's do it, man. Just do it like Nike. You know what I'm saying?
What are we supposed to do with that?
What's that?
Yeah, what are we supposed to do with this?
T Diddy picked the worst voicemail.
How much y'all been missing on the voicemail? So here's a real one. Here's a real one.
Okay, Jesus.
That nigga was fucking crazy.
What the fuck?
Who's on drugs?
Oh my
Who's
God.
on drugs for real?
Well, you gotta let him know what time he could call. He gotta know what time to call. That's not fair.
Yeah.
Tell him, Wax. You could call whenever.
Yo,
That's the point of the voicemail.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. You call whenever, man. Give us a voicemail. Tell us something way better than that. I understand that you miss us and shit, but God, leave.
That shit was fucking
Make it make sense. What the fuck?
That shit, I don't know
I ain't
what
even
the
understanding.
fuck
I know dumb talk.
1 2 3 3 2 1. Like,
That was definitely a who's on drugs. Put that in there. Sign him up. That's
what
definitely
time to
one.
call? Love the show.
And I'm sorry. I know y'all see me run out of here. I got somebody renting my boat out, and a guy, how you crashing a big ass lake? I said, fucking how? Like, what the fuck?
He crashed your boat?
Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck?
You Stevie Wonder, you looking at the wrong lens.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Okay, y'all
He's
here.
like,
what the fuck?
What the fuck? I'm like, where the fuck? Nigga is looking wrong.
What the fuck?
I don't know. The man cave is just caved in, I guess.
No, is he okay? Okay, no, keep that down. Bring it down. Bring it down. Yep.
Yeah, I had to pick it up because that was stuck in the situation.
When you rent your boat out, I thought you were supposed to be there.
Okay. Yep. No. You could. Okay. It should be down now.
This
So
sounds
now
dangerous.
you start. Now you can start the boat. Make sure the boat is in neutral.
Nobody gives a fuck about this.
Okay. Let me see the handle. Let me see what the handle is.
Oh my God, we don't have time.
I'm so sorry, y'all. Yep. Okay. Now try to start it now.
That don't sound good. Look at his face. That don't look good either.
Okay. Okay.
This nigga done about to lose his mind and his tooth.
You ain't got to do it no more after you did it like that. Now bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it to the middle. Let me see the handle. Yeah, around that way. Right there. It should have a click right there. You ain't got to press it in no more. All right. Now just turn the key. Right now, I don't hear no engine though. Yeah, because she's off. What? She needs to turn to the left. Turn the key. To the left. All right. I'm up.
You handing it to me like.
All right. I'm sorry. Yeah. See this. There you go. All right, baby. He's good. So just guide him through. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Jesus. You hear these people?
Having
this guy
fun.
got red
No,
hair.
nigga, you just ruined the podcast.
This guy's killing me. This guy
First, I heard the engine do some weird shit. That ain't sound safe at all. Whatever the fuck that was.
Are you guys having fun, guys?
Oh, nigga, you just ruined all the fucking fun.
You fucked everything up, you piece of shit.
Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry. No, baby. Go.
Damn, I'm about to say that's how you talk to her.
No,
I got real comfortable in the past month or so.
No, don't get me in no trouble. I'm happy she'll hear you. I'm sorry about that, man. See, this is what happens. Like he said, he went into a bunch of seaweeds and got stuck. Like the boat is 24 feet. Exactly. Seaweed stopped the big ass boat. You got to be kidding me, yo. All right, I'm sorry. You got to
Wait the voicemail. I'm over half of y'all.
I'm sorry, man. This guy's on drugs.
So, hello, X and Lorel. X, you hilarious. Lorel, you're so beautiful. So, I'm going to cut to the chase because my last voicemail got cut off real fast. But I'm a college student, and due to this coronavirus shit, we got sent home, and I have a boyfriend, and he go to like another college, so his school got shut down too. So he wanted me to come to his house so we could quarantine and chill, quote unquote, type shit.
Smash.
Like chill, like this coronavirus shit blow over. He live alone. So, boom, I was going to surprise him because he told me to come on a Friday, I think it was, and I came on a Thursday, and I just surprised him. So I got to his house, bada boom, bada bam. I see a girl in his bed through the peep in his door. I see her.
No.
Double dicking.
That's my best friend. Like, hell no. And I know this bitch and everything. Like, I tell her everything. I tell her all about my man. Everything.
That's what happens.
I went to his kitchen. I got a fry pan. I went back in that shit, and I beat her ass with that fry. And I beat her with that fry pan.
Only the beast way.
Asses, bitch. I almost killed that bitch. And he tried to stop me.
Wow.
I was gonna kill him and that bitch. Like, I was beating their ass with that fry pan on their motherfucking head. I was dragging that bitch. I was fucking him up, like both of them. Like, they both committed to me. Because at the end of the day, she my best friend. She not supposed to do that. She my man. He not supposed to do that.
That's usually what they do, though.
And they both trying to come back into my life. And I just wanted to know, what should I do? Should I forgive them or move on? Period.
You can forgive them if y'all all want to be together.
I'm about to say that. That me saying he must be telling you how good that pussy is, because evidently you was telling how good his meat was. That's why your best friend had to go fill it out. That's a mistake that all girls be doing. I be telling y'all, Lorel, do you tell your business to you guys?
Now, if I really like the nigga, I don't. No.
Keep him out the way, right?
Yeah, no. Like, I heard this from an older woman. She was like, if you feel like you're gonna marry the guy, never talk about like his sex to your friends or nothing like that.
Don't do that.
She like, you shouldn't do that. But like, if it's a nigga that I know, like, it's not that serious, or if it's some old shit past.
Or you don't care if one of your people smash?
Like, it would be more so like old shit that's past. Or a nigga that, I mean, I guess it depends on your friend. And it like depends on the nigga too.
Yeah, don't tell nothing about Wax, because Wax probably end up smashing. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I always say, I'm going to never put my girl out on the platter to my boys, like my wifey. I'm never telling how my wifey is.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
You don't put it that kind of way. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Because if you speak to your homegirl, say you fucking with a nigga, well, a woman, and you wasn't gonna call her whatever, and say you was like talking to her for a long time, and then y'all finally had sex or some shit, you might say to your homeboy like, yo, finally smashed whatever.
Peace.
You
Yeah,
might not
like,
go into detail,
yeah,
or
word.
you might be like, yo, that shit was dope, like, or it was good, like it was worth it, it was worth waiting, or whatever. But you don't have to be like, yo, and her pussy was like this and this and that and third.
Gushing wet. She was wildin'.
You don't get into
the best
detail.
head I ever had in my life, because I'm thinking about her sucking my dick as you saying it.
You don't get into detail like that until like the motherfucker is out of your life, and you don't give a fuck if the other person sleeps with them.
Exactly.
Because I can see that. I can, if you be like, yo, girl, he eat pussy so good. You're saying there like, so I wish I could get my pussy eaten. And then like, I wonder how this.
Every time her boyfriend eat her pussy wrong, she thinking about the nigga you said to eat good pussy good. Every time.
I wish I had a nigga that eat pussy good like Tyrone, like how you be saying. You get what I'm saying? Like,
you putting this nigga on a straight up McDonald's, you can have it your way. Is that? I hope that's the slogan. And it's like, don't do that.
Have it your way is Burger King.
Same shit. Bro, the same.
T Diddy's even worse, because she was like, yeah, that's what the slogan is. I see her nod her head, yes.
Well, you can't have it your way over here. It's just, you can't do it. It's just, do not put your person out on the platter. And I sit there and say, the person I really love, I'm like, it's whack. Or I'm saying,
you got to be like,
to.
It was all right.
Tell everybody how much you love, and you love that. They know exactly how to get your ass. I know how to fuck this whole life up. I know how to fuck his whole shit up.
Definitely don't. Like, even my longest boyfriend, like, I can't ever remember a conversation where I was actually telling my homegirl, like, while we were serious, like, how the sex was. Like, maybe, like, before we were serious, I might have been, like, commented something about having sex with him. But, like, and like you said, if it's a nigga that I don't give a fuck, like, if it was, like, a guy that I was just, like a fuck buddy kind of shit, like, I probably wouldn't care. Not now, not no more. But
like, Lorel, how old are you? Ever still smash buddying?
No, not no more.
Disgusting.
But like, shut the fuck up, because you've had plenty of those, and this is just a matter of weeks ago. So don't get carried away.
Your mouth.
But like, I can really only think about one guy that I made like my fuck buddy, and it wasn't by choice. Like, it was like just fell into that category. Eventually,
you slipped up on the meat. You slipped up on it.
Yeah, like, you know, like I gave in, and like then it just was like I kept.
It was googly eyes.
No, I always call him my bimbo, because I think like he's dumb, but he looks good and he could fuck good, but he's just dumb. But when I first was talking to him, I didn't realize that he was so dumb. Like, I learned the longer that I got, like, I knew him for a long time, but it wasn't until we started talking that I started realizing he was an idiot. What? You're an idiot?
I mean, I don't know.
You've been an idiot with Carla.
I was to say, all right, where's the smart guys? They ain't too smart. They
a lot of smart guys out there. Anyway, we got
what's
one.
Smart though.
Smart is you have a brain, intellectual. You have thoughts. You could conform. You could make a conversation. You can, talk about something that matters, other than you, who always talks about pussy all the time.
That's not true. That's not fair. So tell me the truth. Do you think that I'm
in
intellectual
the boats now? And
tell
this is just new.
Am I intellectual?
No.
And fuck
like
you
you're
too.
Listen to. I always go to this one go-to thing is when you say girls with glasses have the best pussy. Like, that's God. An intellectual thought.
I've been trying to throw glasses on this motherfucker for. Listen, when she sleep, I go like this to her eye because it's supposed to make you blind.
Oh, that's why you wearing glasses.
No.
All right, so we're gonna talk to. We have a guest. Okay, yeah. And this guest is someone who's been in the industry for a while, but he's been in the industry as a jeweler. He's worked with Rihanna, Jay-Z, so many different people. He does all of their watches, their jewelry. But his watches is fire. Like, he's the one that puts Jay on to them watches. You know what I'm talking about? Like the big boy talk. Yeah, not wax. You can't afford to talk with him. Watch talk with him.
I don't know.
Focus
he might see, but he might got something cheap for me though. He might got something in my price range. At least I got a price range. It might be $50, $200, but he might got something. I don't know. Where is he at? I need him. I want to talk to him.
A watch is an investment, but anyway,
I want to talk to him, not you.
He also has Saucey, which is one of my favorite lines and brands of marijuana. And we always on drugs when it comes to.
See what I'm doing right now.
That's right.
I wish I had me a Saucey. I wish I had me a Saucey stick.
Yeah, right we tried to get some too.
What's up, my brother?
Alex.
Peace.
What up?
How are you?
Guys? Good, man. How's it going?
Oh, so we could at least got a mask. You ain't keep it.
Ooh, is it that?
You got the Saucey mask.
We could have had the mask, the Saucey, and everything.
Come on now.
Good job.
I could have been blowing this. You see how we do it? We blow on the show, so Saucey would have been perfect.
So wait. I feel like I have an idea for you. Since you got the Saucey mask and you smoking, I think you were supposed to put like a little slit screen in there.
We had the idea to put the little zipper.
Right.
The boy came up with the idea to have a little zipper, but we didn't put them into production yet.
Oh, we got it. I'm waiting for those.
Yeah, let's get a Saucey Bully and the Beast one with a zipper.
We got to make sure you guys always have Saucey though on deck.
My brothers,
yes, please. I love me some Saucey. So, So Alex, what made you even get into the industry of the marijuana industry, cannabis industry? Because I was told a few years ago, like, oh, it's the hardest thing to get into. You might as well give up because you can't get into it. It's too late. And then when I seen that you had yours, I actually ran into Alex Todd at Brooklyn Chop House in New York, and he had the whole area popping and lit. He had a big dinner table. They was partying, and I'm like, I'm trying to be with them. What they doing? And then I learned about Saucey. So tell us what even got you into the cannabis industry.
At first, it was just something that I loved, and I seen what was happening in the industry, that people were starting to get involved, and it was starting to get decriminalized in certain areas, certain states and places. And then I was like, oh, let me dig into it a little bit deeper and see how potentially I can get involved. And see what aspects is probably going to be the most profitable there, and how we can get involved. Like you said, it's not the easiest thing because you have a lot of loopholes you need to go through with the government and finding the right locations, and they make it really difficult. They really make it difficult, even if you have the financial capital to do it. It's still, they make it really difficult on you. But if you, like anything else, if you really want something and you work at it, it's obtainable for everyone, not just for, for anyone.
And it's
whoever
worth
wants
it.
to get into the space.
Right.
Yeah, just like anything else. I mean, if you really enjoy something and you're passionate about it, then you're gonna figure out a way to do it. And I think this is something that I never sold drugs like growing up as a kid. We had other hustles,
right?
But I was definitely a big smoker since the age of 15. So it's something that I enjoy, and I know a lot about the product and the way it's grown and just the whole process and everything. So it's definitely something that I always wanted to get into if it ever did become legal, and that's where we're at now.
Right. So how long did it take you to even get the whole process going, to even get it up and started?
Yeah, I mean, we're like between, the first couple of projects and some of the failed projects and everything to this day, I'm probably like going 5 years, close to 5 years involved in the whole cannabis space, in the legal cannabis space.
Yeah, that's dope. And then you also brought...
Saucey has been around only on shelves for a year now. Officially on shelves.
Wow. And I've been hearing about Saucey for years. I know y'all been hearing about Saucey and seeing it.
Freaky Ben put me on Saucey.
Right. And that's where I was going to get to Jim Jones. So you also brought Jim Jones into the situation. And one thing I really, really loved about, because I'm not a pre-roll person at all, but you sent me a box, and inside of the box there was a Capo pre-roll. And I finally got into pre-rolls because it's like more of a Philly paper or like a Dutch paper than it would be a white paper. So whose idea was that? Was that Jimmy's idea? Did y'all make it up together, and then how did y'all knock that out?
So just the paper itself is more like a blunt, like you said. So we wanted the biggest problem with selling legal pre-rolls is you can't have any type of tobacco in the pre-roll. So it can't be mixed. You can't mix tobacco. Like me personally, I like to mix a little bit of tobacco in my weed and roll a joint or smoke a blunt, and Jim, his thing is the backwoods. So we can't make actual backwoods and put them on the shelves. So we came up with a product that comes as close as possible to the smoke, the feel of a blunt. It's made out of actually a tea leaf, and it's as close as you'll be able to get legally to put on the shelves to give you the same type of feel and burn as a backward or a Philly or some type of tobacco product. So it gives you that taste as well.
Was y'all able to like trademark that so that other people are not able? Because y'all are the only people, I don't know, maybe I ain't see them yet, but y'all are the only people that I've seen that even have done that.
Yes. Yeah, there are a couple other people that follow us. You know how it goes. Once you come up with something, people tend to follow you, and that's dope. You know what I'm saying? It's just people can try to do something like you. It doesn't mean that they can master it or do it as well as us. But the point is that you can't. They make it really hard in the cannabis space, like I said, to trademark anything, even just branding in general, just the not federally legal. So there's always all type of loopholes you need to go through the brand to really get anything patented or be able to say like they have to pay you every time they produce something like that. We're not there yet, which is dope too, because we're still in the infancy stages,
Is that a moon rock that you have? I know I taste one. I think it's a moon rock. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, I don't think we've actually let those fly yet, but you might have got a taste from someone on the inside.
I'm sorry, my brother. I'm sorry, but
it's fine. We have we're developing a couple of moon rocks and different types of products like that we sent out and gave a couple people some tastes of.
Yeah, well, appreciate that.
And we're doing a lean, the Saucey lean.
I saw that. I saw y'all pushing that. So tell me about that.
That's a new product that's basically, trying to help people get off of the opiates and get off of the actual lean product, which is, being a disaster on the community and in the whole industry and around the culture. And we're trying to get people away from opiates. And this is, we feel like something that's going to give you the same type of feeling. And it's really strong THC, all cannabis, all natural product. And it'll put you on your ass. Really
would it help my tooth? Because right now I don't know what I'm on. I'm on something because I got a crazy toothache. What do you think? What I hope that I'm not on that because I'm all like woozy. But would that help me out with my tooth or just pain altogether or what?
Definitely pain medication for sure, but it'll put you out though. You might get a little tired and maybe make you lean off. Yeah.
So let's talk about the vapes because I hear a lot of things, and even I was watching this show. It's called Upload on Hulu, and they say like in a few years, vapes is really going to be affecting people. Is that a certain kind of vape? Is that the tobacco vapes? Is that is it different?
Different flavors.
How does that? What do you?
I don't know.
How much do you know about the vape?
There was a whole problem before with the vaping situation, the scare before the corona thing, it was the vape crisis. People were sick because of some type of respiratory thing that was going around, and they connected it to some type of the illegal vapes on the market. They were using some type of vitamin E. At first, they were saying that's where it's coming from, and I don't know. But if you're using good products, if you're using good cannabis, you're using natural stuff, you'll be fine. It's just like anything else. It's much safer than smoking tobacco products or.
It is. I was always scared because you got to plug it in. Yeah. That's what drew me away.
I don't know. There's always some type of ignition, no matter what. Even with lighting, you have to light some fire. Some you have to get it started somehow. Yeah, you never want to put any type of obviously anything into your lungs if you don't want to, or you don't. It's not great for you. Peace. But it's better than anything else.
Right. Sure. All right. So, what's your favorite strand?
There's so many good ones these days. I'm just like a OG guy, sour OG. Same. I just like gas, very gassy. Anything
that's
really
my
gassy.
favorite vape from y'all. That OG.
I still like the haze. I'm a haze guy still.
He from Jersey, that's why.
I'm a Jersey guy. So I still got Tim's on.
It's hard to find like really good haze.
Real hard. Know it's some holla or get a strand out, and that's me all day.
Now, Wax was talking about watches, right? So his budget is $50 to $100.
Listen, I'm sure we can find somewhere that I know we can figure something out. We ain't with the holes in that. We ain't even gonna act like that.
So Alex, we need the best $50 watch.
Do you have something for me that is my price range?
You got a max 100. What is the max? Can we push it a little bit, Wax?
We can push it a little bit more, but I do want something. I do want to watch. And then she takes you to watch. So I said, listen.
Honestly speaking, if you're gonna spend a couple $100 on a watch, there's no better watch that you can get than an Apple Watch.
Yeah.
Straight facts. Honestly. It gives you so many different complications. Checks your heart.
That's the problem. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't got time to read. I ain't the guy to read. I like haze. I like haze, and I wear Tim's in the summer in Florida.
I think honestly, best value for the money, Apple Watch.
But can you ice it out for him? Like he be around rappers too. He can't just be.
I like to stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? But I still want to have something. Like you said, it's an investment, right? So if it's an investment,
not $100 though, bro.
What's
you're gonna need? L'Oreal's gotta lend you some money.
Let me hold some. That's so. It's my birthday coming up.
I don't even like this nigga.
Charlemagne. Someone's gotta lend you some money.
Let me hold listen, if I come up with a couple $100 somewhere in one of my shoes and under the bed, I got a couple $100 somewhere. Can you make something happen for me?
What would you say that should be his first one?
Honestly, put together like $5,000-$6,000.
Okay.
And that's like when you can start. A couple grand, you can get your foot in the door a little bit. But honestly, if you want something that's respectable and that you'll be like, you know what I'm saying? Like you won't feel like you gotta tuck
$5. He did not say $5. Yeah, I hate
$5,000.
Five? Did you say the 3 zeros?
5G, just to have something slightly, that you're not gonna have to cover up.
And what would you recommend for him? Like, I feel like okay, $6,000. We raised $6,000 for Wax, right? What kind of watch are we getting on Wax's arm?
Definitely go with a Rolex, probably like a date, something like
something classic, something that he can keep. That he can, if he went
simple,
up one time,
he'll be able to have it for 30 years, and if he has kids, or if he doesn't, eventually pass it on to his kids.
See, I have a classic Rolex. You want to borrow it, Wax?
I got my girl, so who am I trying to impress? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right, but you got to get your girlfriend one.
She does. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, anyway, so let's talking about girlfriends. You know, we do a lot of like relationship advice and stuff like that on this show. So we want to make sure that we get, and you're married, right, Alex?
Very, very happily married.
Very happily married.
Right here.
Your wife is beautiful. Y'all are a beautiful couple. And
Thank you.
we need you to give some great advice to these, because, okay, we do have some very faithful, you know, honest men that do tune in, but then we have some piece of shit. And like, you know, like how Wax used to be, because now he's reformed.
Yeah, very reformed. I love
so but some of them was like swearing by those old things that he had to say about fucking and moving on and all that good stuff. So let's give some good relationship advice. T Diddy, where's that email at?
We got something.
I think everyone as like
the one that was
young.
the same.
Oh, you're gonna play something for me too.
No, there's a do we have? I thought we had an email for him.
We do, but you want this? It's a long email. You guys might have to shorten it. I'm gonna send it to you now. Hold on.
But I hear you, brother. What you were saying?
Well,
at a young age.
What T Diddy?
Everyone was like that.
Yeah.
Well,
I think, but I think what making me want, yeah, you're right. Literally, 1 year be June 1st. You know what I'm saying? And
has it been a year? Hold on.
June 1st would be a year.
No, let me rewind these episodes because I feel like he was talking greasy. He was definitely
give her some lean. Give her some saucy, bro. Make her shut up. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I do, nigga, because you was definitely sorry. I'm gonna let it go. But T Diddy, what are we gonna do? The email? Or are we gonna do some caller?
I'm gonna send you, since you're married, Alex. I'm gonna send you another one then. So hold
because that was probably some dirty dog one.
Listen, my whole days is what made me be a better man today. Because I feel like I'm never gonna miss anything. I don't miss anything. I live everything out. Anything you could think of, I did it. I ain't worried about it.
That's how it was when I was young, you know, just get it out the way and then that's it.
Out the way.
When
That's
did
out
you
of my
decide,
system.
Alex, that enough was enough with the running around?
I grew up fast. Like I was in the streets early. I dropped out of school early and I lived in Brooklyn. So I was like hanging out with my older brother who was 8 years older with all his friends when I was young. So I had like a long party and like clubs and did all that shit. I got that shit out of my life in the long, like early. And then I did a lot of that with my wife and being her as my girlfriend. We did that for a long time together too, for like 4 or 5 years before we actually even got married.
Right.
So we did that partied a long time together. But I started dating my wife when I was like 21 years old.
Oh wow.
That's fine.
20 years old.
So she stuck with you through the bull.
Like 20 years already, close to.
Come on, man.
Wow.
Hold on. And I think I'm doing something.
Hold
I
on,
didn't even do a year yet, bro.
Give it up.
20 years and 3 kids later. Yeah.
Wow.
Hit that bell. I need something.
That's amazing.
Bro, I think I'm doing something, and I ain't even do a year yet. Well, June 1st is a year, so I'm claiming it already.
He's lying about the year.
Long way.
Yeah,
I got a long way to go, bro. So this ain't nothing.
Long way.
Okay. So all right, we got the email.
What we got?
So I have the juice, but it's usually with men that are involved with someone, and even married men. It's been hella weird for the past several years how often I meet men and find out later through our bomb-ass conversations that they're not single. It's to the point where when I meet guys, one of the first questions I ask is, are you married or in a relationship? That's a good question to ask. Not, are you single? Oh, I guess it's that one too. I know I shouldn't even entertain them, but these single men are so damaged and immature, and married and involved men seem so mature and aren't stressful. Lord. Probably because they have boundaries and have to calculate their moves correctly. My problem is I want a relationship. I'm tired of being in situationships and being approached by cheaters. But to avoid drama for myself and all parties involved, I don't expose these guys. I'm in my 30s, nice looking, and a single mother. I have 1 child with no baby daddy drama. I take care of myself and I know how to please my partner, plus I'm cool. Guess what I'm trying to ask is, what should I do to be more appealing to single men that want to commit? Does a bitch have to wear a sign that says, not single, leave me alone? Why do y'all think men are getting so bold nowadays to seek relationships outside of the ones that they are in? Help me out. And for the record, L'Oreal, I love you, girl. Love you too, girl.
That's bullshit. She's say that.
She definitely said that. And then she, at the bottom, she said, fuck you, Wax.
Fuck you, L'Oreal.
Okay, so I hear what she's saying. I feel like there are a lot of men that will be in a relationship and they don't care. They'll get involved with other women. So how do you think she should go about weeding out those guys and finding somebody that's a little more serious? Like, what would you guys think would be a good way for her to go about that?
What you got, bro?
He's like, all my friends are married.
Yeah, all my friends are married, but I don't know. Maybe she's going to the wrong places. I have no idea what you should be doing.
Right.
To get a single guy, I think you just got to wear dirty shoes. Because if my shorty shoes is better than yours, I can't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But if you got clean shoes, then I'm gonna try to holler at you. But if you got dirty shoes, a nigga who ain't got nobody going just smash, go grab you. So if you want that single nigga, y'all gonna grow together. Find somebody with some dirty shoes.
As always, the worst advice.
I
definitely would say that she should have to get to know these guys before anything. I think the fact that she was like, we'll get into these long, great conversations, and then I find out they're in a relationship. And it's like, well, why didn't you ask that from the beginning? Like, I definitely don't think that you should be giving your number to anybody that's in a relationship, married, in a situation, or anything like that.
Why is she smashing everybody, though?
She didn't say she was smashing everybody, did she?
Oh.
I didn't hear that part.
Then why she care that?
Maybe she's trying to pull them away from their current relationship. But usually when something like that happens, it's just going to happen to them again later in the future.
Yeah. And basically, because what goes around comes around. So however you got that person is the same way you're going to lose them.
Shut up. Don't tell me that.
Why? How did you and Carla get together? What happened there? You stole her away from someone?
Shut up.
Oh, shit. Somebody gonna come listen, it's not hard to find a man better than Wax, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. Give me some Saucey. I need some Saucey, bro.
She need a mask to be around your ass.
Fuck you.
No, I definitely think that she has some things going on with her too, because at one point she says, these single men are damaged and immature, but married and involved men seem to be mature and aren't stressful. That's damaging too, that they're trying to find relationships outside of the commitment that they're in. They're damaged, obviously.
All the good ones are already taken. Like, why? It's like...
She wants what she can't have.
Yeah, that's true.
She needs to start going more for the people that are going for her that aren't in relationships.
But you know what I always say? If nobody else got you, why do I want you?
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you single for a reason. Anybody want you.
So you want a person.
Every merchandise got a buyer, bro. They just got to find
everybody
the right
do something nice. If you still on the shelf, ain't nobody want you, Vince.
But if you decide you don't want to be with anybody, that's not
You want to be with somebody. You want somebody to tickle you.
You never know. You know, they just go into the wrong places, bro. Right now, I don't know how people going to find each other, bro, unless you're online doing some virtual.
Bro, they dating themselves.
Do you know anybody do you have any friends, Alex, that has gained or that has met a mate through online, like a dating site or maybe even Instagram?
I don't know any friends right now, maybe because my friends have all been married for quite some time, but I'm sure there's definitely a cousin or someone in my family that met someone online through dating or some shit. Instagram and Facebook, that's like this. That's what all these.
That's a dating site.
Imagine that's like what all these younger kids. That's how they meet their girls, and that's how they meet people. I think. Like not when we were growing up, we used to actually go outside. We never used to be inside in front of a computer or anything. It's like you used to go outside. You have to go to a restaurant or a club to find somebody. Now everything's on social media. When I was growing up, there was nothing like this. It just started. There was like America Online. They had those social media rooms. They just started.
The chat rooms, well, like Wax used to pick up girls on the phone party line.
I mean, but listen, you know what I did do? I went to this dude's house, right?
Whoa, hold on.
Shut up.
Hold on.
Don't hit that bell. Knock it off. Let me finish. You gotta let me finish.
Did he look good?
Shut up. I went to his crib, right? And I called the sex hotline, right? And the bill went up crazy. I just left the phone there, and then I went another time after he got in trouble. They told us what happened. We went back to his house, and I ordered mad pizzas and stuff to his house. I don't even know why I just said that. That's fucking stupid.
Wax always ruins every fucking
I'm sorry, but that
episode
was
with a
fucking
random
retarded.
thing that talks about absolutely fucking nothing. So, okay. If for anybody out there that wants to get some advice, y'all could definitely email us. I don't know if that girl got the best advice from you guys, but Alex is basically telling you you're looking the wrong places. I think that's good advice. Wax basically don't listen.
Wear dirty shoes, girl.
Girl, that has nothing to do with it.
Because a guy in a relationship would not get a girl with dirty shoes. He got.
Why don't you let one of your friends hook you up? Like, I think that I would be a good person that could hook my friends up with somebody else. Like, I'm one of those people that's like, you should date my friend so-and-so. Like, ask one of your friends that you trust if they could put you on to somebody that they didn't sleep with. You
good at this because you never told none of your friends to hook me up with them. Never hooking on your friends
exactly. I'm a great friend. I would never.
You're not a good person. You should have been doing that. You should have been like practicing with me. At least practice.
No, I would never fucking tell anybody to touch you with a 10-foot pole. Anyway, back to Saucey. So
she said her friends.
Like there's no way in hell. So okay, so are you you're still doing the watches and stuff while you're doing Saucey as well too, right?
I mean, not really, but like kind of. If someone calls me that I fuck with, I'll definitely hook them up. I'll take care of them, but I'm not to the public, no.
Yeah, and you don't have to anyway. Yeah, okay.
500, no 20. Zero is a big thing, yo. How zero was so big? Zero is supposed to be zero.
You might be able to find like an old Jacob model. I might be able to find for you somewhere around for 500. Old Jacob model.
Didn't they say Jacobs are
That's
worth
my guy
nothing?
right there. Huh?
They said Jacob was like worth nothing now, didn't
Shut
they?
up, L'Oreal.
You could go on Canal Street.
Movado.
The artist or the watch? No, okay. So all right. So I also want to ask you, okay, so there's a lot of people that's still like incarcerated behind the whole marijuana situation. And do you see anything changing with that? Like I know all states are moving forward towards trying to legalize, but there's some are still behind, and some people are still getting locked up for marijuana, even if they purchased it legally.
Yeah, that's the most fucked up shit ever. Is that there's people right now locked up doing major bids for weed when there's people wearing suits about to make billions of dollars,
right?
Doing the same thing, and the people that are in jail did it a lot better than the suits are doing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's why they got mad.
It's a fucked up situation, and I'll be the first one to say it. And that's another thing that's important for Saucey is like reform. And really, once we were able to, we're really going to put a lot of time and a lot of attention on trying to get all the people that are locked up, try to get them out of jail. It's happening already in California. And a lot of other states are already letting a lot of the convictions go. But we need to make sure that like anybody, there should not be one person in jail that's in jail for weed. That's like ridiculous.
I was so pissed because one time I left from LA, it was for this past Grammy, excuse me. And I grabbed some stuff from Candy's on the way, cookies, sorry, which we don't talk about them because they're competition. But,
no, it's all good.
It's all good. Okay, good.
We actually Saucey sells in a lot of their cookie stores. They sell a lot of Saucey.
Oh, fire, dope. Okay, so I went to, so I could say it. It's okay then.
Yeah.
I went to Cookies. I grabbed some stuff, got on the plane, whatever. And like I was coming, driving, and I got pulled over, and they were like, "Your car smells like weed." But I probably had smoked in there like before I left or whatever.
In Cali?
No, this was now I landed. Sorry, I went to the airport. I landed everything. And they're like, "Oh, your car smells like weed." Went through my car, find weed, right? And the pens they didn't say nothing about, but like it was like the actual flowers. And like I didn't get nothing but a ticket for it, but they took it. And I'm like, hold on a second. I paid taxes on this shit. I fucking you get what I'm trying to say? Like, how dare y'all say it's like the government took taxes the fuck out. So how
somebody
are you
smoked it?
Take it from me and then give me a ticket?
By the way, the government took taxes from the cultivator, took taxes from the distributor, and then they took taxes from you on top of that. So
and then they gave me a ticket and took the weed.
And gave you a ticket and took the weed.
But
Ain't
what they
that
do with
crazy?
the weed? What they do with it?
Crazy.
They just take it because I guess it's like, well, evidence, but they take it and smoke that shit. Yeah.
Confiscate this cheeseburger from.
If it's a cool cop, don't give it to his nephew.
Yes.
Exactly. The end. Period.
I appreciate that.
Let's get a couple callers so we could give them some advice. So we're gonna get into who's on drugs.
Peace.
And if you want to be a part of who's on drugs, you could join us on Zoom. We'll send the link out. Is that how it works?
All that good stuff.
Yeah, we just send the link. I know we got our girl Issa Trey joining us in this one, right?
Dope.
Is she joining us? No? T Diddy, I don't know what she's shaking her head in a circle.
Come on.
She's gonna call in soon. My bad.
This T Diddy's sign language like this.
Okay. So yeah, we're gonna take a couple callers. So if they got any questions for you or they need any advice, mostly it's crazy relationship advice. Then we'll just dive into it. Also, I think I got a little update from one of the people we spoke to last week with her roommates. They listened to the episode and they were pissed. So they probably gonna listen to this. So fuck you, little hoes.
Fuck you, hoe.
I think she found somebody to get that French bulldog because they hit me up.
Congratulations, miss.
I linked them up. So hopefully that French bulldog found a nice, happy
home, man. That's great. Okay.
And
good job, L'Oreal.
Thank you.
The way you look like you'll never do anything nice for anybody.
You're the one that looks like you're gonna rob somebody.
Thank you. We talking about something else.
All right. Who's on drugs?
You.
Dwayne Reed Jr.
What's good? Who's on drugs?
Oh, who's on drugs?
I don't think you're supposed to be driving, smoking, and on the phone at the same time.
I don't see nothing, bro. I don't see nothing. Just hope you don't hit no kids. Don't hit no kids.
It's fucking 90-something degrees out here in Florida, man. I'm out here.
Do you and Wax have on the same glasses?
How you know? Listen, I got on toothache glasses. I got on toothache glasses.
Okay, so Dwayne, we got our boy Alex Todd on with us, and he is the owner and creator of Saucey Extract, right? That's how we go. Saucey, period. And so he knows everything about the cannabis industry, and he knows everything about relationships because he's been married for like 20 years.
Yeah, so I got one.
L'Oreal, so let me turn this music, this other shit down first. Go ahead.
There we go. Let's turn the other shit down. So we want to know, you got any advice? You need any, what you talking about today?
I ain't talking about nothing, man, but these crazy ass people coming down to Florida fucking shit up right now, man.
Yeah. Send them to the boat.
It was too lovely out here for a while, man. The traffic was nice and shit, man, but it's getting crazy out here now. So my advice is, L'Oreal, man, Wax, I don't know what to do, man. Should I just black out on them, change out my hours or what, man? I don't know what to do.
So
just walk around with no deodorant on.
And so I think Wax, you down in Orlando, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, never mind. I shouldn't have said that too loud because I don't want people looking for you and shit.
Nah, come to the boat company. Come rip my boat from me.
I saw the baby. Boat. That shit look good, man. Peace.
After you listen to this episode, you might not want to rent that boat.
I forgot all about it. Why you trying to hurt me? It's good
that
though.
Nigga engine is on crash.
No, it didn't. Some guy, whatever.
You been to the beaches and what's going on out there? It's just a bunch of people running around without masks on?
Bunch of people running around without masks on, man.
What's the mask out here?
They better hit up Saucey.
Exactly, you know.
Get them Saucey masks. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Where your mask at?
Yeah, you need one of them saucy masks for real, bro. Because you out here talking and you ain't got one on either. You outside.
I'm in the truck, though.
But
look, where your mask at? Where's it at? Let me see it.
I got an official one. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
If he take out a scuba dive and shit, I'm out.
Listen, it's in the trunk.
His shit is in the trunk. Oh, hell no. He got a bong. He like, he got the bong you put over your head.
Listen, that shit under the tire. Under the spare tire.
What the fuck? Yo, he got a prisoner back there. What's it?
Oh, he ain't walking around like that.
Okay. You ain't wear that shit. So that's
Hey, I wore that.
He's
I
waiting
wore
for a
it.
gas
I
attack.
wore it in the store.
Literally, that's what
I
he
wore it in
doing.
the store 2 times. People was looking at me like I was crazy.
Bro, COVID-19 was 6 months, and he said he wore it twice. What the fuck?
Hey, who's on drugs, man?
Who's on drugs, nigga?
And you smoking while you at work. I'm calling your supervisor. That shit ain't legal in Florida, nigga.
Oh, this nigga.
All right.
At work.
We talk to you later, Dwayne. Well, he froze anyway.
This nigga about to get in trouble at work, fucking with the bully and the beast.
How he called? He said, I'm gonna give some advice.
Yo.
Okay, let's go, Justin. Y'all better have a motherfucking question.
Yeah. Listen, y'all playing with T. Diddy.
T. Diddy hung up on him because that's her nigga. That's her nigga. She was like, oh, hell no.
I can't wait. I can't wait to get somebody. T. Diddy boyfriends, come holler at us. Did we get any promotion? Why didn't I promote this? Tell people, my people to call in and stuff like that.
Tell us about your artwork in the background. That shit is dope.
That's fire.
Oh, yeah. That's a Brooklyn artist that hand painted the Big and Tupac painting. His name is Sir. I don't know if you heard of Sir. He's a dope Brooklyn artist from Coney Island. That's where I grew up also.
Right.
And the one next to it is Domingo Zapata. It's a Mona Lisa smoking a joint with Saucey kick on it.
That's fire. I still be using my Saucey. I actually use my Saucey lighter in my board in the house video. I was like, make sure y'all get the Saucey because that's all I got left.
Really?
So
I'm gonna make sure to hook you guys. I'm gonna make sure to
I just got the box. I just got the box.
Where are you located?
See, I'm in Georgia, but
and I'm in Florida.
Yeah. So I had to steal some of Yee's Saucey because she don't really smoke, but she be trying to keep some of the Saucey in the crib. So I had to take some of her shit. But
yeah, I had my last stick, bro, that I had with me and my shorty end up liking it. So it was like, what that means.
She took it.
Nothing I can do. What I'm supposed to say.
Got you. You know what, too? I think, you know what? We had some for Lip Service Tour. And we had some Saucey pens for the Lip Service Tour. And fucking Stephanie Santiago took my shit.
Oh, you can't just have Saucey laying around.
She had her own.
No, that's like a Chick-fil-A sandwich. Oh, that's Saucey right there. Even if I see a box, I'm grabbing the box because I just put bread in it or something under the bed, like my $200.
The box is fire, too. You got to keep that box.
My $500 I'm going to have to pay for that Jacob.
All right. T. Diddy, what's going on with our callers?
I'm waiting for one keeps signing in and out. And then that's it right now.
What the hell wrong with these
Listen,
they better stop playing around with you. Oh, shit.
Look at Twerk Guy. He done pulled up
Twerk on my boat.
That's your boat?
That's my boat.
Okay, Wax.
Saucey, I need you to put I wanted some paraphernalia on my boat, man. I need to put Saucey somewhere on it. I like Saucey like that.
Guys a bunch of other shit. Yeah, I'll get your address after this. We'll make sure.
Blessings, man.
Okay, perfect. So what about a Saucey brick and mortar? Are y'all gonna do a store that you could go in and cop your Saucey?
Yeah, it's coming in a little while. We're just making sure the right location. It's important. We just want to make sure it's the right look. We don't want to just
definitely key.
Store just for a store. We just want to make sure it's the right look. I would rather be in every store and not really be like competing against other stores.
Right.
In the beginning, just make sure that we're be able to touch everyone instead of having like your own stores, and then people may not want to fuck with you because they feel like you're a competing brand because you have your own store. Right. So I'd rather be like Switzerland for now and try to get our distribution to as far reach as possible. I think
that makes a lot of more sense because there's so many dispensaries and you could just reach out to all of those and not have to deal about the headaches of, running the store. I think
eventually, I think we'll have like a flagship dope store, but I think for now we just want to make sure to get into as many doors as possible and try to, get it to as many hands as possible, and then move out of state, more states.
Right. When do you think it'll get to the point where we could order Saucey online and have it shipped directly to our homes?
I need that.
Because I really thought I could do it with my goofy ass. I went on y'all site like, nah, I got to be able to
get need the flowers, baby. That's what I need.
I really wish.
It's coming.
At that point, I hope so. One day we can get to that point. Because once
ain't
that
no stopping,
happens,
baby.
It's game over,
That's it, right?
Ain't no stopping, baby.
It's
We don't
game
know
over.
nothing.
Yeah. Well, once we get
Let's
to that
go.
point, it's game over because then we have like perfect infrastructure. You don't have to. It's so fucked up because think about it. Like we're in a situation where half the state, half the country says it's illegal. The feds say it's illegal. Half the states say it's legal. Half the banks, 90% of the banks don't want to do business with you. And then and then in the states that you are able to do business, you have to abide by laws where it's grown in the state that you have to use it in.
That's
So
so
imagine
crazy.
going to the liquor store and only being able to buy liquor that is made in the state that you're in. So imagine you going to the liquor store this weekend and you can only buy stuff that's made in Georgia, or you can only buy stuff that's made in Florida. Well, that's what's happening in the weed industry right now.
What do you think is the next state that's gonna be more open about this? Like, because I know Detroit has some dispensaries. I know you have like Denver and places like that, but like I don't feel like nothing is really like Cali, where like you can walk in off the street. It's, you know, it looks like a real ass store. And like, what do you think is the next state that's really going to take off and be that for cannabis?
Oof, that's a good question also. Honestly, I hope it's going to be New York because they're saying, you know, Governor, you know, Cuomo's been saying, even last week, he said like, you know, that within a year, he guarantees that cannabis is going to be fully legal in New York. So we'll see. I hope so.
I believe him because he's like a man of his word. So
yeah, let's rock. I'm down with that.
It would help with what's happening right now with the COVID situation, how much money and how much, you know, the tax money would be gigantic. It would be a major benefit for the for the people. You know, just tax money is huge.
Right. And I
once
feel
they know
like
how to tax it, we'd be okay.
That's
of course.
Yeah.
That's really what they really want. They're trying to figure out how to tax it properly and make sure that the government makes as much money as possible from it. And I think there's a medium there where we can try to figure that out, though. You know, just got to get everyone on the same page.
Right. And I also feel like you mentioned COVID. That's weird too, because I saw a report that said people that smoke weed are more likely to be able to get it. And then I read another report that was like, it can help you prevent from getting it. Now, so I'm like, which one is it now?
Have any of you got, like me personally, I have a lot of friends that smoke. None of my friends that smoke, thank God, have gotten COVID yet.
And it's supposed to be a lung-based disease, right?
Yeah.
Like,
so I'm hearing opposite. I've seen reports that there's certain receptors in cannabis and in CBD and in THC that blocks the receptors that from the COVID. So and for me, that's what I'm.
Thank God.
And I'm seeing that because thank God, all of my major smokers. I don't know if you know anyone that smokes a lot that's gotten.
Yeah, we've been chilling.
Corona.
That's gotten it. No.
Yeah, we've been chilling. Yeah, no real shit.
Yeah, everybody I know that has gotten it doesn't smoke actually.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone I know doesn't come even close to like weed. Like it's
right.
Yeah.